Hi, friends. I'm Miss Charity. I miss seeing all of you so much. Remember how much fun we had in the lecture hall together when we were at worship last time? That was so fun. I miss being able to call your names and give you hugs. I pray for you that you're all doing so good and enjoying time at home with your families. Today, we are going to sing some songs and we're going to learn the books of the Old Testament. And I'm going to tell you the very first story that we have in the Bible. It comes from the book of Genesis. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Shepherd's going to help us sing some songs today. The first one we're going to sing is My God is So Big. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you and you. The next one is, He's got the whole world in His hands. 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 Okay, show me Mommy. This is Mommy, the sign for Mommy. Good, now show me Daddy. This is the sign for Daddy. He's got the mommies and the daddies in His hands. He's got the mommies and the daddies in His hands. He's got the mommies and the daddies in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Now show me a little baby. He's got the little bitty babies in His hands. He's got the little bitty babies in His hands. He's got the little bitty babies in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. I love singing with you, and I love to tell you about God's stories that come from the Bible. This one today is the very first story in the very first book of the Bible. The first book of the Bible is called Genesis. Everybody say Genesis. The first story in that book tells us how God made the whole world. And He did it all by speaking. It was amazing. Everybody show me one. On the very first day, everything was dark. Darkness was everywhere. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. The light turned on. And He called the dark night. And He called the light day. And that was day one. Show me one. Everybody show me two. On day two, God said, "Let there be an expanse, a space to separate the waters above from the waters below." God called the space sky. God made the sky on day number two. Everybody show me three. On day three, God said, "Separate the waters, gather them together, and let the dry land be called earth, and the water will be called sea. And on the earth, let plants and grass and trees come up." On day three, God made plants and grass and trees. Everybody show me four. On day four, God said, "Let there be lights in the sky." So God made the sun, and he put it in the light to govern the light, to give light to the earth. And God made the moon, and he put the moon in the night to rule over the night. And he also put stars in the night. On day 4, God made the sun, the moon, and stars. Everybody show me 5. On day 5, God said, let the waters fill up with everything that swims. So God made fish and all the creatures that live in the water. And then he said, let the sky fill up with birds. He made all kinds of birds that fly in the sky. God made fish and birds on day 5. Everybody show me 6. On day 6, God said, let the earth fill up with animals. Cattle and creeping things came all over the earth. Then God said, let's make man in our image. So God got down on the ground, and on the dirt, the dust of the ground, God formed man out of the dust. Then God came down and breathed life into that man. Can you blow? And when God gave that man the breath of life, he was alive and living. He was the first man. God named him Adam. Everybody say Adam. God brought all the animals to Adam and all the birds. He put Adam in charge. He told Adam to name all of them. So they all went by Adam, one by one. Adam named every one. But after he saw all the animals, he did not find one that was like him. So God put Adam into a deep sleep. Can you pretend to sleep? While Adam was sleeping, God took one of his ribs. Can you find your ribs? It kind of tickles if you find it. God took one of Adam's ribs out, and from that rib, he made a woman. Then he woke Adam up, and Adam named her Eve. So God made animals and Adam and Eve on day number 6. This completed all of God's creation. Everybody show me 7. That's 1 big hand and 2 more fingers. On day 7, God rested. His work was done. He had created the whole world and everything in it, and he had blessed it. He called it good. Can you say good? Our God made the whole world. He made you and he made me. He is so big. Thank you, God, for making the world. This song tells us about the days of creation. We're going to start with day 1. Everybody show me 1. Day 1, day 1, God made light when there was none. Day 1, God made light when there was none. Day 2, God made clouds and oceans blue. Day 2, God made clouds and oceans blue. Day 3, God made plants and grass and trees. Day 3, and trees. Day for sun and moon and stars galore. Day for sun and moon and stars galore. Day 5, God made fish and birds alive. Day 5, God made fish and birds alive. Day 6, man and animals, what a mix. Day 6, man and animals, what a mix. Day 7, then God rested in his heaven. Day 7, then God rested in his heaven. Okay, now we're going to practice our books of the Old Testament. The Bible has 2 parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. The first book of the Old Testament is Genesis. Can you say Genesis? Say Genesis.
Genesis.
Say Exodus.
Exodus.
Say Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Say Numbers.
Numbers.
Deuteronomy. Joshua. Judges. Ruth. 1 Samuel. 2 Samuel. 1 Kings. 2 Kings. 1 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles. Ezra. Nehemiah. Esther. Job. Psalms. Proverbs. Ecclesiastes. Song of Solomon. Isaiah. Jeremiah. Lamentation. Ezekiel. Daniel. Hosea. Joel. Amos. Obadiah. Jonah. Micah. Nahum. Habakkuk. Zephaniah. Haggai. Zechariah. Malachi. Good job. Okay, now that you know how to say all those big books, let's practice singing them together. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, 1 and 2 Samuel, 1 and 2 Kings, 1 and 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel and Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Great job, everybody! After a few weeks, I know that you'll do great learning the books of the Old Testament and knowing the song. I'm so proud of you.